Honestly, this Ipro two, this one here I'm holding is actually a really nice one. I have no doubt that you eventually end up enjoying it if you purchase something like this. If you have the money, if you just want something that is very portable, that you can just use to listen to music and radio, and maybe visit Facebook and WhatsApp. Yeah, it's really good. It has Google Maps and everything, YouTube, everything. It's actually really nice. The battery life is really good. I actually enjoy playing games on it too. So everything, but if you open your contacts, if you open your contacts, you want to get your online backups, you have to go to import contacts. You have to use either Gmail or Yahoo Mail or whatever email, or you see it's connected to Wi-Fi or data network. So you can auto sync your contacts online, or you can get it from your memory card. That was how I was able to get to my contacts from my Gmail. It's just like using Android. So there's really nothing to lose. You definitely get most of the things you get to do on your Android phone. It's just that Android phones are actually more, they have more apps available, but the amount of apps that are on the App Store and this Kaios has increased, and it will eventually keep increasing. And even the WhatsApp app has more features now than before. So eventually things will definitely get better as the operating system keeps maturing. So it's not really a bad purchase if you have the money. The speaker quality is actually good too. It has front and back camera. It will not be as good as using the camera on an Android phone, but it will definitely be better than using this. But at least you get it. It has a camera that is manageable. You can just, if you take this out with you, everything you need is already there. You can watch movies if you don't have your Android phone with you. You can just put your SIM card here, watch movies, play music, play games. There are so many downloadable games on the App Store compared to before. Before, the games used to be very, very limited, but not limited. They were actually a lot, but now they have a massive collection of games and apps on the App Store. Yeah, yeah, everything has improved so far. So I expect more in the future. Everything is so much better. And the call quality is equally good. You know that there's no 4G on this one, but I don't really need 4G on this because the same card here that is in here, 9 mobile doesn't have 4G calls. But the 3G service is not that sharp in where I'm living, so although it has 3G, you can browse with your 3G and everything. That is if you want to, or you can use your Wi-Fi. See, touchlight can increase the brightness, and the screen is really, really bright. See, you can change vibrate by just clicking on the middle button, vibrate, silent, and There are so many shortcut keys here. The right key is for camera, the up key is for you know your functions. This one, the left is for this. Your short that is your left key. Left navigation key is for your shortcuts to your main apps. But the down key doesn't do anything. This you can hold this for flashlight. The flashlight isn't very bright but is very good, as it's still very usable in the dark. And then this one is mode key for changing the sound vibration. And I actually love the screen of this phone. I noticed like whenever I set this at 100, it's very usable, very clear under the sun. No matter how hot the sun is or how bright the day is, the screen is very bright. You know, when you're using it outside, when you set the brightness at 100%, although when you're indoor you set it at 100%, it's very uncomfortable. So I usually leave it at the lowest because it's really good to it helps to preserve the battery. At least when it's at the lowest, I can use the phone all day to play games and whatever I want to do. I never thought I would end up using the phone as much as I thought, like to play games and everything. But the game performance is really good. Although I wish they added like action games, action like fighting games and all that to the App Store, because those are the kind of games that a lot of people want to play. Although the games there are still really good, sure. You have Danger Dash and some others. At least Danger Dash can replace Temple Run. You run, dodge, and you know. So some of those Java games and Symbian there plus some extras. If you know what I mean. Yeah, this star you can use it to lock the screen by holding it. Screen is locked. So when the screen is locked, whenever you have a notification, it appears here just like on your Android phone. So you can check the time, and also you can set a password. If you can go to the settings, um set a password for your phone. See screen lock. If you don't want people to handle your phone anyhow, like if you don't trust a lot of people with your phone, but I prefer to just leave it like this because I don't have issues with, and this phone has a lot of features. You definitely love it. And the keypad lights up so you can use it in dark. And whenever if you open, let's say you dial a number, there's one feature, sorry, and then like this. So yeah, it's pop up like it, but sometimes when a pop up comes out and then they write something like type password here, the keypad light turns off, it goes off so that people will not see what you're typing. Like even if you are typing in dark, it's a really good feature, sure, but yeah, it's really good. And then it hides the numbers you're typing. So privacy on this phone is actually really good. You can go to the settings, you can set you can change your privacy settings if you don't want, say do not track, and then you can browsing privacy. You can clear your browsing and cookie history. You can set this not to track, tell websites and apps that I want to be tracked, or tell websites and apps that I do not want to be tracked. See, it's really good. So this is actually, to me, but it's actually a really good Android Go replacement for people that don't need smartphones. Like instead of buying an Android Go phone, if you feel like okay, I don't need an Android Go phone, I just need something that I can just use to listen to music and visit Facebook and WhatsApp, chat on WhatsApp, and all those regular stuff. You don't play games that much. Although this one can play games. You can play games for hours. You can make calls for hours because of how optimized and the lightweight processor it has. You know the way this type of phone, these phones are built to last long. Although I wish they used a bigger battery in it. A bigger battery will really improve the phone in a big way. 1800 is what is here. 1800 milliamp per hour. That is what is here. Yeah, 1800 is good. Well, maybe if they went for something like 3000, it would really, that is really good. Cameras, everything. Weather, you can check your weather, and then you can. Oh, there are so many apps that if you need more apps on here, you can go to the App Store and download your apps and tools. There are so many. I see, you won't believe the amount of functions you can. This thing can really replace your Android phones. It's really good for people who need it, but if you feel like you don't need a feature phone or you don't need a Kaios phone, yeah, going for Android would be better. As in, this thing doesn't lag, the performance is really good, and the multitasking. Yeah, you can leave some apps in the background, like all these social apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, Facebook and WhatsApp. If you just press this red button, they'll still be running in the background. You'll be receiving your notifications here. So whenever messages come, you will still remain online. And then if you can just hold here, tap on clean up memory, and then the phone will clean up the memory. So whenever you click on that, what it does, it cleans up background apps that are still running. And cleaning up the background app will help the phone to boost the battery and performance. Although I doubt you will really even notice any performance drops or hang or whatever. It doesn't hang because of how optimized it is. Whenever the phone needs more app RAM, it just kills any app that is running in the background. But it doesn't kill all those important apps like your social listen. Maybe what it will kill will be your music app and games and all those other stuff. And I don't think it can minimize games. But I don't know why you want to minimize your games. Yeah. Maybe in the future when they make a newer iOS phone, they can add all those features. In all these things, technology improve over time. This operating system is still new. So let's say maybe after 4 or 5 years, KaiOS will be completely different. Maybe it will have more RAM and memory. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for, and please remember to like and leave a comment if you have any questions you want to ask. That would be really nice. Thank you.